Welcome to the future of automobile excitement. Dream Car Joyride Corporation presents the Tigo Dream Car Joyride Automobile Theme Park. Located in the heart of Orlando's theme park corridor, Dream Car Joyride fills a unique gap in the Central Florida amusement market. Whether you're a luxury car enthusiast or an automobile industry insider, Tigo Dream Car Joyride has something for everyone. Experience the thrill of driving high-end, luxury, and sports cars on our exclusive 3-mile controlled driving courses. At Tigo, we share your passion. We've attended many car shows, always wishing we could drive or even sit inside those incredible cars displayed behind the ropes. At Tigo, everyone will have the chance to drive any car in the park. You are the VIP. Dream Car Joyride Incorporated, where dreams and driving passion meet. Visit us and start your engine at the greatest auto show experience. For more information, visit dreamcarjoyride.com. See you there.
On Twitter, Kanye was going crazy. First thing I'm thinking is, yo, did somebody hack his account? I hope he don't come back and say that.
Yeah, no,
anyway,
that was him.
That definitely was him. All caps. He was wilding out. He rebranded himself as the Adolf Hitler in an unbelievable outburst, they say, on Elon Musk's platform. What do you take of this? Because, I mean, he's done this before. He was talking about Jewish people, talking about rappers, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going to get to everything he said.
Oh.
He said a lot of shit. Y'all can go look for it. But the main things, obviously, that triggers Jewish people and things like that. How do you take this recent, outburst of Kanye West?
Be perfectly honest with you, I think it's a ploy on him to try to garner reaction and get back in the headlines. Yeah. Kanye's not dumb. Kanye likes to say wild shit and then blame it on this or blame it on that. Kanye is a genius. He is. But he's also one of the highest egotistical men on this planet. And when things aren't, and when he's not in the algorithm the way he wants, he's not being talked about, he will find a way to make sure he's talked about. When you see what happened with the Grammys, the red carpet, people start bringing him up. Super Bowl week, Kendrick, Drake beef. Okay, no, I'm Ye. Let's talk about me. And looking for attention, man. And it's crazy because it seems like now, we talked about him and what he said as far as in the part of the Jewish community years ago. And it sent off a firestorm, and people were really standing behind him and backing him on how he was standing up to the powers that be. But now it's like you barking and nobody's listening. Not even like we were talking about earlier. Not even Jewish people respond to this shit no more.
Right.
Because it's just like, all right, we know Kanye, we know how he is, and now we're going to brush him off. And that's a dangerous thing because that's what he's looking for, and now he's not getting it, so I'm curious to see what's going to happen from here. I'd rather just see Kanye make clothes, sneakers, and music, to be perfectly honest with you, but we've seen it before, man, and ain't much to talk about. We done talked about it ad nauseum for the last 2 years, and now he's running his mouth again. So I really don't know what to say, but I definitely feel like this is a ploy for attention, in my opinion.
Yeah, because like you said, I mean, think about that time. The algorithm was on fire.
What?
Of just like anything with yay. And it was like, that's what he wants because that had the trickle-down effect to him. And remember, now he just rebranded, relaunched his clothing, relaunched the Yeezys, which everybody said them was just ugly as hell. Them new ones. I don't know if you've seen the new joints. Mm-hmm. He got out there. They okay or whatever, but it's nothing like the original ones.
Yeah.
But he has a new site out there. He's promoting. He even was selling Sean John shirts.
Which
I don't know if you've seen that. I didn't think Puffy even owned that no more. But that's another thing for another day, man.
Puffy was a Fed. Didn't Kanye say he was a Fed?
Right. Now it's Free Puff. And
yeah,
that's why people were saying he was bipolar or whatever. Then they said he was trying to say he had Tourette syndrome and
autism. And
yeah, at the end of the day, he's an attention whore. And I'm be honest with you, some of the stuff, that he said, I agree with.
100%.
You know what I mean? I'll be real with you. Some of the shit, I agree 100%.
Yep.
I'm never into, derogatory and hateful things about other races. I'm never into that. But if there's truth that you're telling, there's truth that you're telling. Mm-hmm. That just is what it is. And those people don't like it, they just don't like it. But if it's true, if certain things he said is true, we're going to come here, we're going to decipher and break down the truths from the falsehoods like we always do, here on this on the program. So, yeah, just a ploy for attention. I think he just wants to press buttons to see how far, it'll take him. And he wants that response from the ADL. He wants the response from these people because at the end of the day, they can't shut him down no more.
Right.
He's not in bed with nobody no more. He already severed all his major contracts with things like that. What can you do to him at this point? Even he said in his rant, what y'all gonna do to me now?
Yep.
Take this, like it's so. We'll see. We'll see if this over the coming days, if Michael Rappaport and all these people start going crazy on him. We'll definitely see.
I'm trying to find one tweet he said that I was like, damn, he ain't lying. He done went off on.
What you talking about, rappers?
Nah, he said something about how he talks. Like, y'all normalized saying nigga and killing niggas. I'm gonna normalize this. Like, how y'all know? And I'm like,
woo!
Now you talking.
Let's break that down. That's
So I'm trying to find it. I can speak it word for word.
Yeah.
5 days ago. I know where I can find it. But go ahead, my bad.
That's even just dealing with the premise of that. It's like every song that you hear, and these Jewish people and whoever behind these labels, push and promote. They fund this message. They fund these rappers. Think about it. They're funding these rappers. Yep. These rappers are broke as shit, coming from the hoods all over America. You know what I'm saying? And they're giving them money, making them rich to destroy the black community, to call us N-word, to shout on us, to, destroy our young women with these hoes like Sexy Red and Glorilla.
Mm-hmm.
They're funding them. They're not just, standing in the wind and sitting back. To them, it's a business. To them, it's profit. So, yeah, how do you like it when the rabbit has the gun, when it's on the other feet, when the shoe's on the other foot? People don't like it as much. But if you got it, go ahead.
Still, this nigga said so much.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't even I care. I don't want to. Damn, I should have put that part out in particular.
Yeah, because he did say a lot. He said a whole bunch.
I'm trying to break it down and just find out. Now he's talking about Puff, we love you.
Did he delete all that shit?
I didn't see it on his Twitter. That's why I had to go to another spot.
He probably deleted it.
Okay, what do you think about this? He said, I don't even know what the F anti-Semitic means. It's just some BS Jewish people made up to protect their BS. Was that the right there?
With Jewish people, man, they it's very real, the stuff that they've been through. It's very real, the hate that they experienced at the behest of German people, whoever those people were at the time. I know there were German, but there's other people too mixed in. So I can't never say that like I don't have a problem with them having an ADI. I don't have a problem with them protecting their image. I don't have a problem with them, speaking out. But at the same time, don't try to destroy our race and fund the destruction of us, whether it be the transatlantic slave trade, whether it be hip-hop labels and things like that. And now we want to speak up and start calling you out for your bullshit, and now you want to start calling us this and that and this and that when we was firing back at you.
Right.
And we all for equality. We always been that. We not saying we better than nobody. We ain't saying we want no better treatment. We just saying we want all to be treated equally. That's all. So if it's anti, Jewish, then it's anti-black. Why can't you stand for that? We can stand with you. Why can't you stand for us? That's how I feel about the whole situation.
Perfect segue to what I found. Here it is.
All right.
I'm going to normalize talking about Hitler the way they talk about killing niggas has been normalized.
All right, let's paint the picture. Hitler, he was a killer.
Mm-hmm.
Wholesale murder of a group of people, exterminated.
Yep.
Same thing here.
Put out propaganda.
Mm-hmm. Media, made these people look like they was nothing. So when they killed them, nobody would give a damn.
Now look at the music industry and who owns it.
It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same exact thing. Destroy the image. First, we always talk about that. Make these people worthless in society. Gangsters, thugs, homos, women beaters, hoes, sluts, drug users, all that. Let's get rid of them. Matter of fact, we will promote and we will fund a brand of music that helps them do it to themselves, so we can just step back and say we ain't doing nothing. But we promoting it, we putting the money into it, but they doing it. I ain't pick up the gun, he picked up the gun. He picked up the gun. But you funding the whole shit behind the scenes. You funding the message. You taking these people out of the hood instead of saying, and I understand it's a business, right? Because look at it, it's a lot of fucked up businesses out here. The drug business is fucked up. The alcohol business is fucked up. It's a lot of things that are messed up out here. But let's call a spade with all this, in my opinion.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that I agree with Hitler. Never would say that. And I'm also saying I don't agree with the genocide on black people.
Yeah.
Same thing. But if you guys want to make this, push this thing, and you have no problem with us killing ourselves and calling each other niggas and things like that, then what's the difference?
There is no difference, and that's the uncomfortable truth when it comes to a lot of people in America for the most part. Because I mean, we're talking about right now because this is where we live, and you talk about how they'll just turn a blind eye. How Leo Cohen, he went on the Breakfast Club and said, "Yeah, I know they doing this, I know they doing that, but it's making me money." But say that about Hitler, and his whole value and his whole thing changes. Now I'm not like you said, I'm not about to go out here and praise a dude that I firmly believe seen our black asses in there. He tried to burn us just as equally. So I'm not praising that dude because he just has as much hate for me as anybody else, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not going to do that. But let's call a spade a spade. Let's call hypocrites out when it's there, because now that y'all have power and now that y'all sitting in a place of power and position, you would think that all the atrocities you went through, you would not want to put those on other people. And all you did in your slick, conniving kind of way to kind of put it out there and then back up. What do we do? Y'all did it yourself. Bullshit. And now y'all upset. So that's all we saying, man. Like, if you going, I have no problem with people holding people accountable for things they say about a group of people. You don't want your image or the way you're looked at tarnished in any way, then y'all need to make sure that y'all do that for every fucking body else. That's all we be saying out here. And we don't have any proper representation to make sure people are held accountable for what they say about us. That's why when we're speaking about people in particular organizations, we were hoping that people could organize.
It's just a lineage
within the same lineage and bloodline, can organize to hold people accountable if they were saying anything bad about us. That's all we meant with that conversation. But another topic for another day.
Yeah. That's I know people will probably take this differently. A lot of people are going to feel it, but it is what it is. I mean, I think that we gave a perfect breakdown of the whole situation. I mean, it's uncomfortable when Kanye says what he says, but is there shreds of truth in it? Absolutely.
100%. There's some shred of bullshit in there, but pick that out, and there was some truth in there, too.
I just kind of, one thing I do wish is that he would just sit down and talk about it as opposed to going on these Twitter rants. Like, he did an interview, I think somebody named LaBoy or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like, he need to come talk to somebody like us, man.
He ain't coming here, man.
I know.
His ego is too.
Yeah, I get it.
I can only imagine what that dude be thinking. Like, he thinks he's on another planet by himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've had an opportunity to meet Kanye a few times years back when I did my old profession.
Right.
And personally, I didn't think he was the best of people. I thought he was a little bit of a dickhead and an asshole.
Right.
But most creators and geniuses are. I still supported Kanye. I still support Kanye in his music and his business endeavors and everything, because he's a black man. He stands strong. So, but he's a weird ego dude for real.
Yeah, it's I think Jadakiss said he met 6 different versions of Kanye.
I believe it. I believe that shit.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just like you might never get a straight answer out of him.
Right.
You know what I mean? But somebody's gonna ask them the right questions. And it's like you say, you might not even get nothing out of him. So I guess that's the best way to do it.
You gotta catch that motherfucker on the right day.
Yeah.
And who knows when that is?
Yeah, and I just don't know, man, whether it was like what he went through in the industry, what he seen, or because he didn't seem like this in his earlier days. Something happened
when he was a producer doing this.
Right.
Thing. Even when Through the Wire came out, like you could tell Kanye had a little bit of cocky, a little arrogance to him, but it was no different than what Jay got. It was no different.
Yep.
And he was a genius, you know what I'm saying? And a musical genius, just a genius in general. And then I don't know if it was the fame. I don't know if it was him losing his mom. Something in him just said, fuck it. That fucking chord in his body snapped, and he just said whatever.
Yeah. He also defended Chris Brown, which is pretty dope. But he said a lot. He said a lot in that little rant.
Well, I've never heard him go against Chris Brown, so salute to that. Like he did Puff. Like you calling Puff your idol and all that. You should have been saying that about Puff. Was doing Drink Champs, calling him the feds.
Yeah.
Why you do that?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
we believed your ass. But it's like, I don't know, man.
I don't know why to do it. I mean, I guess it's kind of old, the conversation. But if somebody gets him in an interview, I'll ask him all this shit.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you call him that? You called him the feds 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Now you calling him this, and what do you think about this and this? What exactly happened with Adidas? And just somebody's gonna ask the right questions, man.
Yeah. And not get caught up in that swirl that he likes to put you in. Like, no, let's answer some questions so we get some understanding. We love understanding.
He be trying that Jaguar Wright type of joint, man. Where he just go crazy on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just gotta hold your ass still and act. That's why it'd be good to get these people in person, man.
Yep.
Because when you do interviews in person, the great part about it, as you know, is that sometimes we had the best conversations off camera. We chopping it up, we talking. By the time we get on camera, the best stuff was said off camera.
Yep.
So it's just like, it is what it is, man.